You'll never understand me.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Josh. Just wanted to pop on here really quick. Wish everybody a incredible new year, a happy new year, all that fun jazz. I wanted to get on here earlier and make a video, and it never really panned out. But I figure if I don't tell this story now, I'm gonna have to wait until next year, which sucks. So I'm just gonna tell you the story now. And I've told this story a couple different times, and I know a lot of you probably haven't heard this story. It's one of my favorite Christmas ghost stories that happened to me personally. So what happened was this was when our middle daughter, Ellie, was a brand new baby, okay? So this was, 5 years ago, basically, but regardless. My wife and I had got all this stuff out of the basement. That's where we keep all of our Christmas decorations and all that stuff. So we got our stuff out of the basement, and we're doing our thing. We're decorating. We're all doing all this stuff. And then we go to hang the stockings, right? And we hang up these stockings. And then we realize, oh crap, we don't have a stocking for Ellie. And then we're kind of making jokes and making light of the fact that we are the worst parents ever. You know what I mean? This is our daughter's first Christmas and she doesn't have a stocking. We're horrible people. She's never gonna forgive us, even though she's not, you know what I mean? She's only months old and she's not even gonna remember any of this. But regardless, we were really digging into ourselves and being like, man, we are just terrible, terrible parents. And so again, we're making a very big deal of this. We're being very vocal about all of this. I go downstairs to get one more box, right? One more box of stuff. So I go downstairs, and in my basement, which is straight out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's I'm the only one that goes into the basement just because it's God blessed terrifying down there, right? Just looking at it, you're like, Jesus. But anyway, so I go down to the basement and I grab this box, and in the basement there was this big cast iron potbelly stove, right? Now obviously it wasn't in use or anything like that, but regardless, I look on top of this stove. And right on top of the stove is this old stocking. Now the stocking was, you could tell it was handmade, it was hand stitched and all of that. And it's, kind of crude in certain ways and all that. But handmade, very old. I'm like, where the hell did this come from? Right? And I know for a fact, just 2 days prior, I was down there messing with that potbelly stove just to see kind of the inner workings of everything, just because that's what I do. But anyway, so I grabbed the stocking and I bring it up, and I was like, Kirsten, my wife, I was like, Kirsten, have you seen this? What is this? She said, I've never seen this before in my life. I'm like, interesting. Now, my grandparents had lived in the house that I'm at now. They had lived there for 55 years or something like that. They put in a fair amount of time. This house was built back in the 1860s. But regardless, they had lived there for 50 years. And so I grabbed the stocking, and my grandparents just live a couple blocks away. I ran it down there. I was like, have you guys ever seen this? They had never seen the stocking before, ever. So where the hell the stocking came from, I have no idea. I think Kirsten and I were probably bitching just enough and making enough noise or clatter or whatever that, whoever was down in that basement was like, Jesus, just give him a stocking or whatever and shut him up. To this day though, to this day, we still use that stocking every year. Every year I pull out that stocking. Now, at this point in time, we just use it for the dog. You know what I mean? But still, we use that stocking every year. So I went down there. I went down into the basement because, I mean, there was no other explanation for this at all. And I was just like, whoever this was, like, thank you very much. Like, you saved our butts. You know what I mean? We needed this stocking. Thank you so much. It was pretty cool. But regardless, that's one of my favorite, like, Christmas ghost story type things or whatever. But anyway, so I wanted to tell that story before next year. I'm going to try to get a shot of the stocking itself when I get home. I'm obviously at the manor right now, but when I get home, I'm going to take a shot of that stocking and then put it up for you guys to see. It's pretty good stuff. So I hope everybody's doing great. Again, Happy New Year to everybody, and I can't wait to show you what we have coming up in 2020. This is going to be a lot of fun. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace. All right, guys, so here, inside of my grubby house with toys and all that fun stuff everywhere, I wanted to show you this really quick. Here we are. So here, this is that stocking that I was telling you about. So here's all of our stockings all kind of hung up and all that fun stuff. But here's that one, so you can see these are very frail and definitely handmade, hand sewn. Yeah, super crazy. I don't know. No idea where it came from, and again, like, no idea of anything really. So, but again, we use it every year now, pretty much for the dog. So, but anyway, I hope you guys are doing great. We'll talk to you all soon. Peace out. Hey everybody, thanks so much for checking out the page and watching a couple of the videos. If you like what you see, go ahead, get comfy, check out a couple more videos. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Peace.